Welcome back to the Chicken Coop series. Today we are going to show you how to trim the coop and run. Let's get into it. To start off, we are going to take our 3/4 inch plywood and run it on the table saw to the correct width and length. After the plywood is cut down to the correct dimensions, we grab some clamps and attach it to the framing of the coop. Once it's in the correct spot, we take a nail gun and shoot nails into it. After that's completed, we will pre-drill holes and take a jigsaw and make the cutouts for the window and door for the chickens. Now it's time we work on the egg hutch side. If you haven't seen how the nesting box turned out, check out last video to see that build. But for now, we follow the same steps and rip down the plywood to the correct widths and lengths. Then we'll do the clamp method again to make life easy. Once that's done, we will pre-drill holes around the edges so it prevents tear out. Once that's done, we take screws and add them to hold the plywood in place. If someone can leave a comment down below and let me know a pro tip on how to use a router in the correct bit to avoid the jigsaw method, I would greatly appreciate it. For now, we do what we know best and use the jigsaw. Now it's time to take the trim and add it. For that, we leave one end slightly longer on each side of the coop. By doing so, it will allow everything to sit flush. With this being the nesting box side, we will frame all around the edges and the window. Once the egg box gets installed, it will give everything a nice clean look. You may ask, how do you make the windows? For that, it's pretty easy. We rip down a 2x4 into widths of 1 inch and 2 inches. After doing so, you will take your sides and pocket hole them to attach the top and bottom of the window. When doing the pocket holes, do it facing out and away from the coop. By doing so, it will get covered by the trim and give it a clean look from the inside of the coop and also from the outside. When attaching the trim to the window frame, we'll use tight bond glue that can be used for the outdoor projects, and then we'll also use nails to keep everything in place and just give it that extra durability, make sure this thing lasts over time. While off camera, we added trim to the inside of the windows and painted everything. Eventually, we will add chicken wire to the inside of the coop to prevent anything climbing through the windows. To make all of these doors and windows that can open, you'll follow the same steps as making the side windows earlier, but the only difference is that you'll add plywood between the framing and trim. The bottom door will allow easy clean out, especially due to the deep litter method that will be used. To frame the windows of the run, we rip down 2x4s and add it to the inside of the framing. This will allow the chicken wire to easily attach to something. When doing so, we'll use poultry net staples to attach the wiring to the wood. Once that's completed, we take the finishing trim and add it to cover up the edges of the wire netting, and it just gives it a clean finished look. Here's a pro tip for you. Paint the wiring black and it will reduce the visual impact and give it such a flawless look at the end. If you have any tips or you think this build is coming out great, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. It'll help grow this channel and allow more content like this in the future to be made. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you tune in to next week's video. It'll show us making the door and the final reveal of the completed chicken coop and run inspired by Carolina Coops and the Homestead Engineer. For now, check out this video that you'll enjoy.